So every so often a company will send me some of their products to try out. And today I have the good fortune of trying out some products that a company called Cavestock sent me. And they just sent me a whole kind of smorgasbord of different products, and they're all really pretty cool. I had not actually tried any of these before. They're all different than things that I have. So I'll just kind of walk you around the table and tell you about each of them. The first one is a Cavestock day pack. It's a very nice rugged day pack, has shoulder straps as well as carry handles and some pouches and stuff. These are great for when you're just going to be out like for the day. You can throw it in the back of the car, or you can carry it with you if you want to hike along with it. And it's great for putting some first aid supplies, some food, some snacks, those sorts of things in it. So just a real nice little day pack. And then there's a tactical belt. I have one similar to this already. Mine's actually not quite as heavy duty as this one is. And these are just that really heavy duty nylon webbing that, honestly, it's going to outlast me. And typically what you do is you get your size just right, and then you cut off the end and you singe the end so it doesn't unravel over time. And these are really popular, good heavy-duty web tactical belt. They sent me 2 different credit card type survival tools, and I had never seen either one of these. I have seen a number, but not these. So they're both kind of unique. The first one is the Credit Card AX, and it's from a company called Servco. And it's very heavy. It's very heavy duty. It's got a sort of like a little hatchet blade on one end. So that would be kind of neat if you needed to do something a little heavier than you typically would do with these kind of tools. It also has a removable spear point, which would be wonderful for like fishing or something like that. And it has a whole bunch of different multi-tools built into it, from seatbelt cutters to saw blades. But what struck me about it more than this removable part, which is kind of unique, was just how heavy duty it was. This is something that some of them are really pretty fragile, and I think if push came to shove, you might end up having trouble using them. But this one seems like one you could actually use. It's very heavy duty. So that was the first one. And then the second one they sent me is sort of at the other extremes. It's extremely lightweight, like a featherweight. It's made out of stainless steel. Now I have seen similar things, these very thin multifunction type tools that are made out of like a hardened plastic, but this one's actually stainless steel, which I like. And this particular one is not a multifunction tool. It's actually like a medical tool. So it has, bandage clips and different kind of needles and tweezers. It's got a whole bunch of things related to medical emergencies. So pretty neat. I hadn't actually seen that before. For something extremely light that you could slip in your wallet, you'd never know it was there. It might really be important one day when you needed it, such as for a needle or something like that. So an interesting product. Now, I will tell you, these needles are extremely sharp. I found out just by unpacking it. You have to watch out. They'll definitely get your fingers, so pay attention to that. And this one's by Ready Man, and I've heard of that company before, so this is a real nice product here. And then they sent a product that's a ferro rod, and I have tried a number of these. This one's called the Fire Rod V2, and it's a nice long ferro rod. I don't like the tiny ones, even though they're real convenient. I like the longer ones because they're just a lot easier to use when you're throwing sparks. This one's nice. It's got a little lanyard you can hook on something. It's also got a hidden compartment in the end that has some tinder in it, which is fantastic because you're not going to use this all the time, but if you needed it in an emergency, having tinder can make all the difference in the world in getting a fire going. So this is a nice product. It's aluminum, sort of this aircraft grade aluminum type material. I like it. It's a nice little fire rod. I recommend it, and I really like being able to store something like some tinder inside of it. They sent also just a sort of a functional utility knife. Now this isn't like a high-end, bench-made, high-end knife. This is a utility knife that you wouldn't worry about scraping up. It's called the Morakani, I guess it is. And it says it's made in Sweden, of whatever that's worth. But it's just a nice, simple knife. And I tried it. It's a nice, clean blade. If you were just needing something to, maybe you're out fishing or you're out in a survival situation where you just need a sharp edge, this one comes pretty sharp and it's low cost. It looks like it's got a nice rubber handle. I like rubber handles because then your hand doesn't slip that much when it's wet. So just kind of a nice, simple utility type knife that you could just toss in your day pack or something so that you had a blade with you. And then there's a water filtration straw, which everybody's familiar with these, I think, now. They've been out a number of years, but this one's really small, which I liked. And it comes with a bag, so you can hook the straw up to the bag, fill the bag with water, and drink directly from the bag, which is kind of nice. Of course, you can also drape it down into the, get down into the stream and drink directly. And they also have a tube here where you could dangle that down into something so you don't have to get your mouth all the way down at the water level. So it's a lightweight product. And I've always been a fan of these straw filters just because they're so convenient. I have lots of different water filters that I've used in different ways. But anyway, so this one's called the Filter Well. Again, I hadn't seen this one before, but it's a nice little straw filter. It comes in a little pouch that you could, again, throw in your day pack if you were out hiking. And then the last two items are probably the coolest to me. One of them is a power bank, and we've all seen power banks before. This one's a solar power bank, so you use solar energy to recharge the batteries inside. It has a little compass on the back, which is handy, and it has some lights on the other end, some LED lighting. So a multifunction device here. But what's really cool, so now you've got a USB pluggable device that you could recharge a cell phone if you were in an emergency and your cell phone's running low. Or you could use it to start a fire, which is pretty cool because it has a USB cable that comes with it that can plug onto it. The end just flips open here, and there's some USB plugs right there. And then it can go with these electric lighters. So they sent me one of these Valor electric lighters. I love these little things. They're weatherproof, so you don't have to worry about getting wet. And they just open up, and they have an electric generated spark in the middle here. When you push the button, there's a little button on the very end here. I don't know if you can see it, but you get a little spark there, which is great for starting something on fire. But what's really neat is it has a USB plug on it. So it can plug in here, plug the other end into your power bank, and you can recharge your lighter just like you could recharge your phone or something like that. So it's a really nice, between the two of these, they're really nice carries. You have a power module that you can use for a whole assortment of functions. It also has built-in lights and a little compass, so that's handy. And then you can carry your lighter, your electric lighter, that you can draw energy off of to keep it charged over time. So really neat. I think these two are really neat for, again, just kind of putting in your day pack and carrying with you on a hike. Gives you some added flexibility. So again, I want to thank Cavestock.com. It was really nice of them to send me all these products to sample. I'd seen some things similar, like I've seen the lighters before, but all of these were unique in their own way, and I think they're all very high quality products. Again, each one had its own advantages that I liked. So I encourage you to go to Cavestock.com, check out their products. Look like they had I just went and checked out their website. They have a lot of different things. This is just a small sampling of some of the products that they offer. So anyway, thanks a lot for your time today.